Ariaharia washeniaria. Oriaha washuria nat ayat ua nashinat irianat ua. 11 seconds. 11:11. It is July 2nd, 2026. All videos are timeless, so welcome. And welcome back, or welcome. How are you doing? Well, I woke up in a little bit of a funk, but some journaling, conversation back and forth between my partner via messaging because he's 5,000 miles away. I'm not sure where I want to start with these messages, maybe that conversation, and then go into some stuff that came in yesterday and some other stuff that came after. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Disturbia, I believe it is. Sound of Silence. There's an older version and there's a newer version, so I recommend go listening to that because it's going to be kind of like around what we're going to talk about, I think, in this video. So when I sit down to journal, I never know what's wanting to come through. It could come from memories and pictures and information. It could come from a transmission that I'm listening to, a podcast. It could come through many ways, shapes, and forms when I'm present. Right? Whenever I get present, that's when the information comes in, and that's when I'm guided to journal. I've been sitting with my journal again from last year and just seeing if there's any messages that are relevant for the collective now, because I didn't start recording until November of 2025. So we are here to have a little bit of a conversation, maybe a little tough love. I don't know. It depends on where this resonates, where this hits, where it triggers. We're welcoming in the messy, the magical, the squirrels. Mama squirrel is here looking for her peanuts, trying to get into the bag and doing all the things. All right, so let me just figure this out. I keep saying that. We're feeling into this, okay? So going back into this Hakuna Matata, my son has literally been watching The Lion King, the original Lion King, every single day so far for this entire week, for almost 7 days straight, pretty close. So there's a big significance around lions, Leo energy, the messages that are in that movie. There's a lot, and every time I catch parts of it, I don't sit and watch with it every time. But certain songs or music or moments trigger downloads and different things like that. Okay, so maybe The Lion King is significant. Okay, so I don't remember exactly how the conversation started. Oh, actually I do. My partner had sent me his flight information to come home, and there's not a direct home. He's going to be stopping on his way to have a couple days with his mentor. So that kind of unfolded a little bit like an instant trigger. So I sat with that. I felt the emotions, the crying. Again, it's only an extra couple of days, but after being a year, it'll be by the time he actually lands, it'll be close to 13 months that he's been gone. And he's only been home 3 times for very short visits. And this last round, because it kept getting extended, has been 4+ months since his last. So it's been a journey. And I understand why he is where he is, why I am where I am, and everything for the both and for the journey forward. But that still doesn't make it any easier sometimes. It still makes it challenging in that connection. And conversation has been weird again. Just honoring, not forcing conversations, not forcing any validations, not chasing, not trying to figure anything out, just feeling into what's next, what to share, what to say, what to conversate, just feel into. And usually when I send stuff in it, like this morning's conversation basically opened up my channel, which I said thank you. Agreed to disagree. We agreed to disagree. At least I do, because the belief systems are still pretty strong. The conditioning is still quite surface level for his journey, so I've had to honor that, and that's been a challenge. There's just still a lot of attachments to the programming, the conditioning, and the belief systems. All right, so you might understand that, okay? So on that note, we'll step into walking a path double or triple blindfolded. So I was responding to something, and I basically am going to tell you verbatim or whatever channels through as I'm reading what I wrote to him and then wrote in my journal, because I felt it was significant. And then I also felt it was significant 522 to share with the collective, because our experience, our truth, our authenticity, our life journeys, I'm giving you permission to feel into this, know into this, to step into this if you're experiencing something similar. It's same but different, okay? So maybe like me, you have been feeling like you've been walking a path double or triple blindfolded most of your life, but you've never quite understood why you just continued to keep getting up and moving forward, crawling, baby steps, dragging, rolling through this distortion, this illusion of hell, whatever you want to call what this is. It's an experience, right? An experience. The experiences you have are expanding you. It's growth, it's wisdom, it's knowledge. All right? Your soul wants nothing more than to grow and to expand. It's an infinite. Sorry, Mama Squirrel's like pulling at my watermelon. And so you've been walking this path, maybe or maybe not, maybe you're just here to hear my experience, and that's perfect too, because there's something in here for you. Through the frequency, the words, the information, whatever it is, it's perfect. So definitely been feeling like I've been walking this path double or triple blindfolded, right? Feeling into each next move, just feeling into it, not trying to figure out. Every time I try to control things or figure things out or chase things down, there was so much pain and so much discomfort and uncomfortableness, and just things just never really fully worked out. And you might have felt that. So I've had many awakening moments, but this last big one, this big last moment that basically catapulted me, launched me into this healing process, coming back to self, coming back to remembrance, coming back to truth and authenticity. Sorry, she's going to not stop if I don't. Okay. Happy squirrels. And it's been a solo journey. And at that moment, my partner of 7 years, we're 8 years in now, was literally plucked out and moved 5,000 miles away. And that was a challenge. I mean, I had already done a significant amount of healing around around the abandonment issues, people leaving me, all of that up until that point, and I knew there was a purpose. I've always known that, and I'm not gonna, what's the word I want to use? I'm not going to look at the fact that I always knew that there was a deeper meaning, but there has definitely been frustrations and things that needed to be, there's a lot of emotions and layers and depths that had to be released during this entire process, this entire 13-month journey in separation, for the most part, okay? All right, and if you resonate, divine unions, twin souls, beyond a soulmate type of energy, you'll understand this, okay? So this is, again, rambling is channeling. There's a lot of different things wanting to come through, okay? So the less I tried to control things, and the less I tried to figure it out, all right? I just got to the point where I had to completely, utterly surrender over and over and over and over and over and fucking over and again. And I still have moments where I have to continue to surrender, right? Surrender to the outcomes, the circumstances, the situations, surrendering to trying to figure anything out anymore, right? That reticular activating system, whatever is the ego mind, is always trying to figure out everything. It feels like it needs to know what's coming next, because it's this illusion of safety. It's a false illusion of safety. So, and in this message, I just said, I wish I knew where any of this is taking me, because it's still like need to know basis. I know all the things that I've experienced and gone through and expanded through and with, but I still have no idea what's next. And that's the point. It's still playing in the unknown. Keep creating, keep playing, keep being present in those spaces that are really uncomfortable and unknown, because that's where the ego is still trying to climb its way up from the way back seat of that station wagon say, wait a minute, what's next? What's next? What's around the corner? What's the map? And you're given those information, those breadcrumbs, those puzzle pieces on a need-to-know basis. All right, from your soul, from your highest, from the universe, from your spiritual team. All right, and I've continued to, like, this morning I could really feel it. Like, I still wish I knew where any of this is taking me. You know, I'm taking the master class, level 1 and level 2 of Akashic Records, which I'm really excited for. I'm getting goosebumps because there's a significance for me and being pulled and guided and excited and knighted about working with this particular soul who reads my records. There's a deep soul resonance. There's a deep soul family type connection there. Beyond anything the human, it's just a knowing. And I, you know, being called to have many readings, and by having many readings is really ignited and excited me and expanded me into wanting to take his master class. So I'll be doing that in August. The first class is on the 6th, which is 2 days before the 8/8 portal, and my partner will be home on the 4th, which will be before the 8/8 portal. So again, this 8/8 portal is really, really big. I can't put it into human words, and I keep hearing this validation, confirmation through the cards, through the channels, through all of it. Like, I hear all of the information on repeat in many ways, shapes, in different forms, so many different forms. And I know you're hearing this message too, this very 1122 loud message, okay? So maybe you're still in this place too, where you just got to breathe into you just wish you knew where any of this is taking you, okay? This life, and there's something big coming, because that message is big. There's something big. There's gifts, there's wisdom, there's knowledge. There's something being gifted. There's something being received, whether it's a confirmation, whether it's an opportunity. There's something coming. But I've been hearing this message for months. And I know it's about alignment. It's about alignment and having created the space to be able to hold whatever it is that is coming in for each of us in whatever that is. But you know, the human part is still like wondering what the fuck. Like, what the fuck, okay? So this life of mine, personally, like I said, feels like I've been traveling through it double and triple blindfolded, and a confirmation of that in many ways. Definitely feels like a Spartan marathon race. If you've ever ran, I have. My partner and I have ran sprints, and we've run supers. We've done a few different like obstacle course type races during our journey. It's been many years since we've done that, but like endurance stuff, long distance hiking, backpacking, through hiking, long distance cycling, bike touring. We've done the extreme stuff, our soul likes challenges, right? That's how you grow and expand. And through our relationship, that's how my soul was able to grow and expand with the adventurous part of stuff, of trying the new things, the things that are scary and the unknown in the physical world, right? So this journey, the solo journey I've been doing while in separation, has been a very spiritual Spartan marathon and a half, and then some, like extra credit plus extra credit. So as I come to the mark of being almost 50, I'll be 50 in a few months, you know, in this incarnation, in this particular incarnation. And I'm actually a soul walk-in. I'm just going to preface, I'm not going into detail. I actually walked in this physical body when this physical body was about 4 or 5 in there. It feels like 4. Yes, 4. So 4. It was a contract. It was a soul contract. So it's not, if you know what a walk-in is, you know. But now I've been infusing in more of my higher presences, my higher self, Zahara, and my higher dimensional selves are now enmeshing. Infusing. So it's like becoming more than just one singular aspect. There's many multidimensional facets, because I am a multidimensional being, as you are, to this. Okay, so just infusing more of those higher aspects. That's where I have been lately. Okay, so as I come to this mark of 50 in this incarnation, I know, I feel, I hear, and I see, and I just know that there is so much more coming that I can't even like understand right now. This human now isn't supposed to understand that, and so much to do. I just know there's so much I'm here to do for collective, for you beautiful souls that are ready to receive me specifically. And it had to be this way because Source says that they weren't ready for you, right? They weren't ready for you yet. The time wasn't, they weren't able to hold your frequency and energy, or to resonate with your frequency and energy until now, is what's coming through. Because if this happened any sooner, it might not have unfolded as the way Source, my soul, wanted it to unfold, to where we could really help a lot of people in the collective consciousness in their journey and in their growth, in their healing. It had to be now, not then, not when, but now. Okay? All right. So I'm going to make a part 2, because I just want to be able to get these posted. So hang out for part 2. This is part 1. All right. And we'll see if we can keep this channel going. 1544. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.